Okay guys, the balance changes are live and the Evolve Wizard now has the correct amount of hit points it is supposed to have on its shield. What happened is before the balances went live, there was a bug and it had less than it was supposed to. So now that it has the proper amount, the Evolve Wizard technically is better now than what you've seen the last few days. And because so many evolutions also got nerfed in the last balance change, that's technically also an indirect buff to the wizard, because the way I see it is because you can only have 2 evolutions inside of your deck. That means that when a lot of other evolutions get a nerf, that means the ones that didn't end up getting a nerf technically got buffed. So that likely means the wizard could now be one of the best evolutions in the game. So this guy's got the Executioner here. I think the Evolved Wizard pairs very well inside of heavier decks, like Giant especially, which is why I'm using that in this video. The Evolved Knight still seems to be pretty decent after the nerf he ended up getting, so I have that in the deck as well. You can maybe use the Evolved Bomber if you want to use that instead. And as for the Duchess, she is still definitely the best tower troop. I know a lot of people were wondering that, like, is the Duchess still going to be good? Yep, she is still very good, so I would definitely recommend using her. Let's try to get a Void on top of this Executioner if we can, and let's see. Yeah, Executioner is going to go down. Unfortunately, before it died, kind of killed the Night Witch and everything, so that sucks a bit. I was thinking about potentially going arrows on top of that bomber. I don't know if it would have been a good play, though. It would have been a little aggressive, I feel like, but maybe I should have, because it probably would have allowed the giant to get another shot or two. It's alright, though. I think we'll just go for a Phoenix. I was thinking about maybe going Wizard, but he might have a Fireball or a Poison. Then again, it's got the shield, so maybe wouldn't even be the best play for him to do that, but let's just see what he's got, because I know he's probably got NATO. So we're going to go Knight here, and then from there see what he chooses to do. He's just going to go for guards. So let's go for a Night Witch and see if he decides to go Drill with this. I kind of doubt he would want to go Drill because I just dropped the Night Witch. He's going to go for an Exy, though. Let's try to Fisherman to pull it forward. That would be really good if I can make that happen. Yeah, we are going to be able to do that. So let's go for a Giant here, and then let's go for our Evo Wizard and see if we can, yeah, we are going to be able to snipe that Tesla, which is really good. Let's go for an Evolved Knight here. And wow, look at this Wizard on the back end. This is going to be really obnoxious for him, I feel like. So the shield got taken off. Let's see if we can go arrows on top of that bomber. Okay, look at that. Evolved Knight makes it on top of the tower. Tesla is going to lock on it, but it's a little too late for him. Let's keep up the pressure. Giant at the bridge here. He's going to have to go for a defensive drill. That is definitely not what you want to do. Oh, that's going to respawn. That bomber got down. Oh, nice. It doesn't one-shot the egg. Phoenix on top of the tower. He NATOs that, but that is not going to cut it. I mean, that is still so much damage. Let's just go for a Void on top of the tower. And yeah, this is looking more and more like it's going to be GG. Wizard splashes on the tower. And that's going to be a really easy game 1 over there. He's giving us the Night Witch clap. Definitely sarcastic, probably. He is not happy right now, that's for sure. Alright, we're in our next match here against Kamikaze. We have Wizard in our starting hand. I might just wait a couple seconds, though, see if he wants to do anything. Just because Wizard is maybe a little risky to go for first play until you don't know what they have, but if he's not doing anything, then I might just go Night Witch in the back. I feel like Night Witch is a pretty fine starting play. Perfect timing because he just went arrows too. So he's got arrows, zap, archers. Interesting combination so far. Don't know what this is yet. I think I'll just Giant here to protect the Night Witch, and we'll just play into whatever he's got. So he's probably going to pop the Guardian. Yep, he does. So I decided not to void that just because I think it might be better to just set up a Wizard, because likely he's going to try to go in with this if I had to guess. No, he's just going to let it be. That's surprising. I was expecting him to go for some sort of tank in front of that. He's got a bowler. Okay. Maybe it's Giant Graveyard. That's kind of my best guess. I mean, it would make the most sense because he's got archers too, and you could, of course, use Little Prince with it, and sure enough, he is going to have the Giant. So I'm thinking Phoenix here should be really solid because he might not have an adequate way of taking this out, so it's kind of just going to kill everything, like the bowler as well as the Giant. I don't know, though, if I'm going to be able... Let's try to actually get a Fisherman and get the activation if we can. Oh, nice, we do. If he's using Giant Graveyard, that's probably literally a good game, and he's laughing. So something tells me he probably is using Giant Graveyard. So that is absolutely fantastic that we were able to get that King activation, because it pretty much, I don't want to say it, like, clenches the win guaranteed, but he's gonna, well, judging by his expression with the hee-hee-ha's, it's, let me tell you, he's definitely not having it. I think he probably is under the assumption that it's going to be really difficult to win in this position. So I don't blame him. Anyway, we'll just go Phoenix here. I'll probably get a... Ooh, I shouldn't have done Wizard in this lane because he just dropped a Night Witch in the other lane. That was not really smart on my end, but it's okay. We'll make it work. What I'll do is I can just Fisherman. This is the nice thing about having King activation, because now, as long as I just get that Giant pulled in the middle, we can have the King Tower helping out. And even though he arrowed, that doesn't even take it out, so it doesn't even matter there. We're just going to go Giant, because he just spent so much Elixir on offense there. I feel like he's going to have a really hard time defending this. He's going to go Bowler. I don't know what else he's going to do. Okay, Night Witch. So he just committed a ton there. I just realized this guy's also using the Princess Tower, which I think is a lot worse. And that kind of goes to show with what you're seeing this game as well. Now, we are going to have to be really cautious here. Actually, because of the King activation, I just realized we're completely fine. I don't even have to spell the Graveyard. That's how brutal it is when you're using Graveyard and you have to deal with like an activation. It's just you're just kind of cooked straight up after that. But this guy is trying to hold his composure here. He hasn't given up yet. He's trying to defend this. I think, though, this is the nail in the coffin for him. Yeah, he isn't able to stop this, so that's going to be another win here for us. Probably a pretty decent matchup, especially with the King activation. At that point, there's not a whole lot he can do. Here we go, in a game against Ahmed here. We'll go ahead and give him the good luck. He's going to have Skeletons, so let's see. He's got probably a Cycle deck of some sort, if I had to guess. He's got Log. I mean, it could be Drill. I mean, Drill's definitely a big possibility. Knight. I mean, if it's not Drill, it's probably like Expo or something, or maybe Hog, but no one's really running Hog because of the Duchess, so I'd kind of doubt that. We'll see, though. Oh, yeah, it probably is going to be Expo, so this should probably be a pretty decent matchup, just because we have, of course, the, we got the Arrows, which are going to be good against the Archers, and the Void is really solid against the Expo, so I'm probably pretty happy with this matchup. I will say, though, the Evolved Tesla is very, very annoying, which might be a struggle to break through, because it has those two stuns now, the two kind of shock waves. It gets one now when it dies, and probably my next video I'm going to do one on the Evo Tesla, because it's just super, super strong now. I think most people know by now it got a buff. People weren't really sure if it was going to be a buff or a nerf, but it for sure was a buff. Let's actually go Arrows, and then I'm going to Void. Yeah, nice. I don't think he's going to be able to protect the Expo. I was worried he was going to be able to, but he ended up going Knight, so then he didn't have a lot of Elixir after that, because Expo Knight is 9, so he likely wasn't able to afford any other protection. Like, he wasn't able to go for Archers or anything like that. Okay, he just messed up. Yeah, you can see from the Flame Goblin. I thought maybe he was going to try to protect the Evo Skellies, but I think he didn't even mean to play them in the first place, so that was really good for me. We don't even have to worry about those now when he defends. He's not going to have them available. I don't know if he's going to... Oh, wow, he is actually going to go in for his Expo. Let's get a Evo Wizard going. That should be decent here, I feel like. Maybe not, but even if it goes down, it's not really the end of the world, because we have the Giant, which is going to tank for the Expo, so we're completely fine. He's going to go in for a Tesla, so let's avoid that. Maybe we could try to break through here and get a little bit of damage. Oh, nice. The Arrows are going to kill the Evolved Archers. They die to Arrows now. That is really clutch. The Giant gets a shot on the tower, so now we're in a really good position because we're winning. So the main thing we want to be concerned about when you have the lead against Expo in this type of situation is kind of just making sure they don't get an Expo lock, because it's, I don't know, like, it's very hard for them to get a lock when you have both the Evo Knight as well as the Giant. And yeah, we're going to be able to deal with that Expo very, very easily. I have to say, I actually feel like the Wizard is pretty annoying for him in this matchup. Like, I feel like you wouldn't expect the Wizard to be good here, but it's actually not bad. I'm going to void the Expo, and yeah, nice. He's not going to be able to protect it. I got a Knight down just in case, but I didn't even need to do that. Let's go Giant here. We're going to have some split lane pressure coming in, and let's see. Did he give up? Oh, wow, he gave up. Wow. Is the matchup really that good? Or maybe he just Oh, he's lagging. He's lagging. Well, I guess either way, we probably would have won, especially in the position we're in. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you did. Give the Evo Wizard a try. Definitely looks fun and definitely stronger after the balance changes. And you can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game.